rest of your life. I mean, if you get laser focused, you can work right now before the view harder than you've ever worked, more focused than anything, make this the thing, and literally change the rest of your life in the next 3 months. You see, I can say that of anybody at any time, but when you come out off a dream trip, when you come out of an event like this, and you're going into an event like the View, you can focus for 3 months and change the rest of your life. But you gotta let that. You gotta let that flip, man. You just gotta walk out of here on fire and stay on fire. And you gotta be the boss of your upline. So it's like when you got that going on and you're sold out, and you wait till the end of the line like this. All that says something, man. You know, and you got a name like Leo.
That's a great name.
Don't mess with this guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
okay, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Get it done.
You might just hold this
Who's your
on.
boy?
Leo right here.
Okay.
How you doing?
Then that's
Oh,
what we
Leo. He said, oh, Leo.
Then who's your upline?
Keyboard Martin and then Nicole and Larry.
Okay.
You know, you probably know Gary's surname.
Yeah, but who's above all that?
So Gary Collins.
Okay, yeah, Jackson Gowan.
Gary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so incredible leadership. Oh, Team Live. Okay, there we go. That's it. Yeah,
So Gary Collins and Michael Jackson.
yeah, strong leaders, man. Oh yeah, and then Johnny, and then so I sponsored Matt Morris.
There we go.
And Johnny, we go way back. You see that picture of us from 20 years ago?
Baby.
You seen that? You ain't seen it?
I think you said something to me for direction.
Yeah, what's that?
I was like, this is a dream for you.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh yeah.
I've been using that.
Hey, don't tell me Sean.
Dream court.
Yeah, I'm still here. So this is Leo. I'm old Leo. So
Hey,
Leo.
Leo.
I like it, man.
This was his first dream trip. A couple days. Macy just actually got involved last week. So it seems like just 2 weeks ago.
Man, awesome. I remember my first day, my first week, my first 2 years I didn't sleep. Because it's so intense, it's so life-changing.
Oh, that's my phone.
But you gotta have a running buddy. You have somebody, y'all are counting on each other, y'all are running, and you both have good days and bad days. You carry each other on the other days, but
Got yourself on the
you fire each other
yourself
up.
on your own.
And so when you go out 2 by 2 and you have a common vision, yeah, you can do mountains. And you need a vehicle, and I'm glad we're that vehicle for you. And I wish a company like this existed when I was coming up. The ones that did exist, they were good for the season and the time, but they didn't have as much history and perspective as I have now. So it's rare, given my over 20 years of doing this and being always at the top of the food chain and having that kind of insight and then having an idea like this and having so many leaders that we've been friends for 20 years and things like that. I mean, the foundation here is just so much bigger and different. And again, no competition. So when you have something that's low price, high value, no competition, it creates, big opportunity. Yep, low price, high value, no competition creates big opportunity. And
What would you tell yourself right now, knowing everything that you know now? Right? You can go back in time when you first started.
Yeah.
Like, what would you tell yourself?
So fortunately, I started to say, I got invited to lots of meetings like this before, and I never joined. And they always tell me, man, you could do this, and I never did, and all that. So I was aware, and I was knowledgeable, and I was in a way pre-sold, but I'd never done it before. So when I finally did do it, I hit the ground running, because I knew how hard it would be, and I'd read books. I read like a book called Wave 3 and Wave 4, and I read about stories about people who joined and quit, people who joined and the company went out of business, people who joined and the company got shut down or something like that. I read all this stuff, so I already kind of knew going in what to expect. I knew what was going to be hard, and but then I also read all the successes too. About some people that have been with one company and that's it. and have had massive success. And so that's the dream that we're sold, you know, get in one good company and be able to be there for life, you know. And if for some reason you're not, then okay, it's not the end of the world. But chapter 1 of all these books is how to choose the right company. And World Ventures, we meet all the things, all the checklist. And so once you find that, and we have the kind of history we do, and the kind of leadership we do, and the training platform we do, and all this, man, you gotta just be all in, and you gotta be the salesperson, not the buyer, the influencer, not the influencee. You know, we live in the information age, and you have information that other people don't have. And so that makes you a leader in the world, because most people are looking for an alternative. They're looking for extra money. So, you know, you don't want to come on and be like, let me show you how to make all this money. Most people are more interested in you showing them how to make an extra $1,000 to $2,000 a week part-time. They can't even fathom full-time yet. You know what I'm saying? It's just you're speaking crazy talk. And you start getting over, you know, 10,000 a week or 10,000 a month, the brain explodes. Because once you study income statistics in America, you'll understand that 87% of the population, almost 9 out of 10 people, make less than $1,000 a week. But the way I had this game plan was, I'm going to show you how to get to $1,000 to $2,000 a week in 3 to 6 months. And then after that, you're not going to have a boss. You're not going to have a job. You're going to be able to travel. So, you know, and that's what I just went and did. And I taught everybody, you're the boss of me. You know, don't get it turned around. And it's my job to teach you how to put me to work to make you a lot of money, but it's your responsibility for you to be a pleasure for me to work with. And work doesn't have to be a 4-letter word. Work can be a 3-letter word, fun. And so if you make it work, if you make it a grind, if you make it hard, if you make it tough, you know, no such thing as success without sacrifice. Burn the midnight oil, burn the candle at both ends, no pain, no gain. If that's your languaging, you're going to burn out at some point. You're programming people that it's hard. But me, I always just made it fun. If we have fun doing it today, we'll have fun tomorrow, we'll have fun the next day, and let's enjoy it. And so we're going to put in the hours. It's going to be work, but there's no rule that says it has to be boring, and there's no rule that says it has to be hard. It's, you know, it's as hard as we make it. So I'm gonna stay on the happy side, the positive side, the excited side, and focus. You know, there's always a reason to love. There's nothing perfect in life, so you can always split and go, okay, what's good and what's to like and what's to love and what's not good and what's not to like and what's not to love. And you can focus on anything negative. If you know, as much as I told you I love my wife in 20 years, you know, that we've been together, and I'm happy and satisfied and love my wife. But if I started focus on a negative list, if I built a negative list on my wife, we wouldn't be married. If I built a negative list on my kids, if I built a negative list on this company, if I built a negative list on, you see what I'm saying? It's like, don't do that. I just focus on the positive, and then I'm so consumed with positive and positive people, and that's energizing. You know, are there negatives? Yeah, but there's negatives in everything. Right. So I don't focus on the negatives and magnify the negatives. You know, I'm always thinking so big and long term that as obstacles come, you know, I just go around and over or through or whatever, and that's how I got a 1-year-old boy, 1.5-year-old boy. And you can't stop him. Once he gets his mind on something, he doesn't see any obstacles. He doesn't feel any obstacles. I mean, he is just freaking like a machine, like a termite. He's gonna get it, you know. He's like wiggling. You can't stop him. You know. It's just he gets so hyper focused, and that's if you can choose to be that way with this and success and I am whatever the next rank is, but it's not like, you know, he has fear or he listens to stock or whatever. So anyway, just find something you can love and believe in and get focused, and you got to be in control of your own mind. You know, this is mostly mental and emotional work. It's not mostly physical work. It's mostly mental and emotional. So are you in control of your mind, which affects your feelings, your thoughts, feelings, and emotions? So are you in control of your mind? And really a lot of that goes into what's your intention. If your intention is to help people, you should feel good about it.
Exactly.
If your intention is to try and take money from people and get a commission and stuff, then you're not going to feel good about it. And that's not energizing. But if you're trying to help people, it is energizing. So the only way I've ever succeeded and kept succeeding and kept succeeding and kept succeeding at a higher and higher level is I'm always trying to help more and more people. And I'm always trying to give back to more and more people. So I know who I am. I know what my intentions are. And I know who I'm hiring and why, what I'm putting in place and what I'm trying to do. And it's all meant to bring more value to the world. And, you see? And so I'm able to grow. The company's able to grow. But I just believe, if all of a sudden, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, then it's not going to last. It's not going to be sustainable. So, I'm always trying to raise people up around me in all aspects of their lives, not just financial, spiritual, physical, emotional, intellectual, and financial. Not that any of us, are going to be perfect or anything, but, you just take a snapshot of where you're at and you seek to improve. And none of us are like judgmental or anything. We're here to help each other, right? I'm not here to judge you at what level you're on or not on in any aspect. Well, you don't rank as high as me on spirituality. I'm IMD and you're only senior rep on spiritual. What I'm saying? No, man. That's hardly spiritual, right?